We've been waiting for weeks to see it happen, and now the train bridge that was damaged beyond repair by June's record flooding, it's undergone one implosion with another still to come. Here's the view from just a couple of hours ago. Crews have been on the scene assessing the impact of the blast, cleaning up the bridge from the controlled explosion that happened this morning. A number of cranes have been brought in to assist in the removal process. Here's the view right now from the BNSF bridge on the Iowa 511 traffic camera. A lot of progress has been made since the initial explosion at 9 o'clock this morning. For more on what's next for the BNS bridge, we go live to KTIV's Katie Koppel, who was at that controlled explosion this morning and spoke to the railroad about its plans for the future. Katie?
Yeah, Larry, as a longtime Siouxlander yourself, you know just how iconic this piece of infrastructure is here in Siouxland. Not only is it a part of our history, being constructed more than 100 years ago, but it's also a big piece of transportation infrastructure here in the Midwest. Now, before we actually talk about that, I want to show you all what happened earlier this morning. Take a look and listen. That was the controlled explosion that happened just after 9 o'clock this morning. BNSF and another partner railroad operator have utilized this bridge for years. The company had rerouted trains around Sioux City as the flooding began back in June. Now, BNSF spokesperson Amy Macbeth telling me this morning that they are already working on plans to rebuild this bridge and reconnect this critical infrastructure back through Sioux City. This rail line moves everything from aggregate to ethanol and consumer products as well. So getting this bridge rebuilt and this line open again is critically important. Now, Macbeth says the new bridge will be more modern and stronger.
So this is what we would call a truss span bridge, and it will be replaced as we rebuild the new bridge. It'll be a modern through plate girder bridge as it's known. So it'll look different. It's much more similar to what we do with modern railroad bridges today, and it will be built to withstand an event. I mean, obviously this was historic water volume, and there's lots of infrastructure that's been impacted by the historic water levels that the region saw, but the rebuilt bridge will have a deeper footing in the pier to help withstand certain future incidents.
Today's controlled blast took down the South Dakota side of the bridge, which is the one that first collapsed in the flood. Sometime in September, BNSF will do another controlled explosion to bring down the Iowa side. Today's explosion lasting only seconds but felt across the area. Sioux City police were on scene, keeping people behind the set perimeter. Sergeant Tom Gill was out there as well and described that blast from his perspective.
I could feel the ground shake, and then immediately there was car alarms going off. I've never seen anything like this before. It was pretty interesting. And now here in a couple weeks, we're going to do it on the Iowa side, so we'll probably have the same kind of thing.
Now, Gil described that very well. Over at the Railroad Museum where I was set up this morning, we could feel that explosion in just the milliseconds after as that sound wave moved across. You could just feel it hit your body deep in your gut. Now, this bridge, again, not only a big piece of Siouxland history, but there are many Siouxlanders with a personal tie to this bridge. Now, one man I met this morning began working on this bridge with his father as a child, and then also nearly lost his life on this bridge years ago. I spoke to him to see how he was feeling seeing this piece of history come down.
Watching the flood come in and hearing and turning around and seeing it come down, it's emotional, you know. A lot of history, you know. There's so many things I learned up there.
Now, Francis's story goes even deeper. Again, he nearly died almost 14 years ago to the day in an accident on that bridge. I will have more of his story coming up tonight on News 4 at 6, Larry.
All right, KTIV's Katie Koppel with the latest on the BNSF Railroad Bridge demolition. Thank you so much.